Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Riande, and this is part 2 of my EF Ultimate Break Costa Rica and Panama adventure review. So I won't ramble on. I'm just gonna start from where I left off, which is day 7 of my 14-day trip with EF. So if you haven't seen part 1, I'm gonna put it here somewhere, and it's gonna be linked down below so you can watch part 1 and you're not lost in this video. And if you're here from part 1, thank you so much for staying tuned in, and I appreciate your support. You really mean a lot to me. We should go on an EF trip together. Okay, so like I stated in my first video, I'm gonna be looking down because I have my laptop with all my notes so I don't miss anything. So day 7, we traveled to Chitre, and on the way there we did our coffee plantation tour. Okay, so the coffee plantation tour is included, and within that tour you get samples of the coffee, which was so good. So good. And it was just an amazing experience. It was hot, but it was an amazing experience. So after we left the coffee plantation, we checked into our hotel in Chitre, which was the Cubita Boutique Resort and Spa, and it's gonna be down here. And I'll also put like all the hotels from where we stayed at down below and on the screen, so you guys can look it up just in case you're interested on going on this trip. You can see where we stayed, and I have to say that all the hotels we stayed in were amazing. There were no hostels. There were all hotels and resorts for this trip. I know like most of the Europe trips, they stay in hostels, but for this Costa Rica and Panama trip, we stayed in hotels, and you only had one other roommate and not like 5 others compared to like hostels. So that was amazing, and all the hotels were clean, and the people that worked there were super nice. I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna move on. So once we checked into there, we had time to shower and change. We had traditional dinner and folklore show, which was a local one of the local culture there, and it was, oh, excuse me, it was so good. The show was really good. And dinner is also included, so you don't have to pay extra for that or the show. Now day 8. Day 8 got a little crazy because that was our rum tasting, and they chose like, I'm gonna leave pictures, and I also have more videos and pictures on my Instagram highlights, so I'm gonna link my Instagram here somewhere on the screen. Day 8 got really crazy. But before we went on our rum tasting tour, we stopped by the Chitre. We had like a Chitre artisan tour, which is like we saw the local artisans and how they create their pottery and just like all their artsy things, which was really cool. Got to play the little drums because this local guy, he makes like the drums. Now the room tour is additional, but I say go ahead and book it because it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. It got so crazy. We got to the distillery, and we had an amazing tour. Got to go inside the distillery, and we even taste like 200 proof alcohol. So like I just like tapped my finger. I'll insert a video here. Like I just tapped my finger and like tasted it, and that thing was gross. It was so gross, so gross, but so worth it. And we got drunk, okay? Like we got so drunk. Like we had a rum tasting. I think it was like 25-year-old, 50-year-old, and then like 100-year-old rum. And We got so drunk just off the like rum tasting, and then they had open bar after rum tasting. Like EF was, it was so worth it. Like, and you like had the option to buy, you know, rum like as a gift, or if you wanted to take home with you. So that was really cool, and we got so drunk. Like the bus ride back to the hotel. So drunk. Like we got like a bottle of rum from, I think somebody like stole like technically acquired a bottle of rum from the distillery, and we chugging it back, like we're chugging it on the way to the hotel. Like it got crazy. So day 9 we went to Anton Valley, and so we left Chidre and we're on our way to Panama City, but first we're stopping in Anton Valley, and we did a waterfall hike there as well, and we seen some, what's this thing called, like the rock, not rock formations, but like the drawing in the rocks. And I think there's like a waterfall in like the images that the ancient people drew in the rock that they still can't find, which was really cool to find out. So after the waterfall hike and we got to Panama City, which is the last city we visited, we checked into our hotel, Riande Granada Hotel and Casino. I hope I said that right. I'm just butchering all these names today, but it was a really nice hotel down in Panama City downtown. You can walk to, you know, stores. I think there was like a Adidas store, a Nike store, or something in that area. You can walk to restaurants. It was like really, really cool. I think like the World Cup was going on, and there was a bar across there was a bar across our hotel which had like ridiculous happy hour specials, like Patron shots, tequila shots for like $2 or something. Like it was ridiculous. So you know, we went there like almost every night, right? The hotel had like a sculpture in front of it. I think I have a picture, I'll put it here somewhere, but they had like, it was like a very interesting sculpture in front of the hotel. We went out that night, just like me and the friends that I made on the trip. We went out to the club, I think that night, and the night after we went to the club, which was like amazing because almost all the like bars and stuff were rooftop bars, so you had a nice view of the city, which was cool. Day 10 we went to the Panama Canal, but before going there we stopped at the Gaddon Lake and we saw monkeys, of course, and we were actually like in the Panama Canal system. And later we went to Casco Viejo, and we had a lot of time to, you know, explore the city, walk around, get ice cream, take pictures, which of course I did. And we had a lot of time to do, if you wanted to do some shopping, you can do that. So after we did Casco Viejo, we went on our actual Panama Canal tour, which was, I don't know, maybe I'm just a nerd, a geek, whatever. It was pretty cool because we were like up close to the Panama Canal. Like other people, which you probably wouldn't get if you weren't with EF tours, but other people were like they were like looking 3 to like 5 floors above, like they were looking down, like they weren't able to actually come on, I don't want to say a tarmac, but like come on like the tarmac. Like day 11 we went to the Imbrera village. Once in a lifetime experience. Like I'm saying that a lot about this trip because that's really what it was. Like the villagers there are indigenous to, before Costa Rica or Panama were even countries, these people were living there and they were able to hold on to like their culture and traditions and some of their land, even though, you know, the government took their land and turned it into a national park. You can't go there unless like they take you to their island on a canoe. So it's not like you can just walk up in there, you know what I mean? It's their land and you get there on a canoe. That's the only way to get there. And it was a very like sketchy canoe because it wasn't like a fancy one. It's like the ones that they use in their village. So it was like pretty scary. We went on a hike that the villagers took us on, and it was like leading up to a waterfall, and that hike I almost died. I almost died. So it was like the mud was like really slippery, and I don't know why I didn't wear my water shoes or something, and I don't know why I took off my shoes. But so we're like on the edge of the cliff. It's not really a cliff, but you're like on the edge of the trail, and like one slip and you're going down. It's not far, but you can break something. So one of the villagers, I'm holding on to him because I'm like, bruh, I already fell once and like damn back was hurting. So I'm like holding on to him, and I slipped, so he slipped, and we both almost went down, which was gonna be pretty bad, but thank God we didn't. Okay, now after this we went where we're supposed to go on a surf and suds excursion. That's the name of the excursion. So you're supposed to have like fresh ceviche in the most authentic way, like they say on their website, but that did not happen. So like me and a few travelers, like we noticed that we didn't do that part, because we check like the itinerary every day to see what we're actually doing, and we didn't do that. So long story short, I got my refund back from that trip because I emailed them and let them know what happened. So I got my money back. Day 12 is Caribbean Sea. So you can have a free day in Panama City, or you can go on the excursion, which is the Caribbean Sea excursion, which is snorkeling, and you go to some ruins, and you go to a church that praises to and have a black Jesus. So day 13 is your free day in Panama City, so you can do whatever you want with your new friends. By that time you should already be best friends, and you guys can do whatever you want and just go to places or do some shopping that you haven't done yet. Go to Casco Viejo for the last time and just take in all your memories. And after that you have like a set time where we go to our farewell dinner that was in the hotel, and it was just, they kept bringing food out and more food and more food, and which I'm not complaining. But all right, so that's it for this video, and it's ending my two-part video to my EF Ultimate Break review on the Costa Rica and Panama adventure trip. I hope you guys enjoyed it and got some information that you needed or was looking for, because I know on YouTube there's not that many videos for this specific trip. So I hope I answered some of the questions you had. If you have additional questions, please do not hesitate to leave them down in the comment section. And also, if you haven't already, go check out my Instagram with the highlights, because that has more videos and pictures that was not included in this video or part 1's video in there, that will be able to help you decide if you want to go on this trip or not. And to answer a question that you guys are probably wondering, will I travel with EF Ultimate Break again, or was it worth the money? The answer to both those questions are yes and yes. Definitely worth the money to me, and definitely I will be traveling with EF Ultimate Break again. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please guys don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you watch part 1 and part 2. If you haven't watched part 1, there will be a thing here, and I will also link it down in the description box. But I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
That I can't believe. we fell.